Okay, hello everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Evan Better Presents. Today we're going to be starting work, of course, the planning phase of our new Alpha 13 Let's Play Prison. Now, I'm sure a lot of you guys remember that Alpha 13 introduced the ability for prisoners to tunnel using all that contraband that they picked up in Alpha 12. Well, we're going to have to be careful of that, aren't we? Well, we're not going to let them get all of that. Not a chance, not a chance. So, let's just start off here. Add a couple more workmen. Mostly, get off my screen. There we go. Mostly what we're going to be doing in this one is we're just going to be planning out the prison. So you guys know what I like to do for my prisons. I'm going to continue doing that kind of style. But because we have to worry about prisoners being able to escape now, we've got to change it up a little bit. So first things first, I increase the deliveries area size. Next, we'll still do the gate of a 4x4, but we're going to move it back a little bit. That way we can fence off the area a little better. Unfortunately, you can't have a fence on this area here because that's where the deliveries get dropped off. If you fence that up, you can't get deliveries. Very simple. So we'll start it right here. Alright, 4-meter wide entrance, just like always. The only difference is we're going to do this the length of the entire prison, basically. We're going to try something a little different this time around. So, what I'm thinking is, just to give you a rough idea, prison block, prison block, prison block, kind of like that, around the edge. The crossroads in the middle. One corner is going to be the canteen and kitchen. Kitchen, that kind of thing. The next corner is going to be nothing but workshops. Alright. Then we've got entrance to another prison cell. We'll put the laundry over yon, the infirmary, security station, power plant. Yeah, I want to keep the power plants centralized. That way, because if they decide to crawl through water pipes, they can't do it. You understand what I'm saying? Because the water pipes all lead back to the middle of the prison. Basic issue. But we're gonna need probably 3 power plants. So 3 power plants. What are some other things? Visitation areas. Visitation area, holding cell, kind of this area here. One change I want to do is if the kitchen, actually I'm going to probably choose the kitchen to be on this corner here because of the fact that we've got, you know how the kitchens work. You need to have access to the deliveries area. So, the kitchen's probably going to be over this way somewhere. This will be, whatever I said, workshops. So this area will be workshops, kitchen, and canteen, visitation, holding cell. The offices will just build right down here, kind of thing. Those will all be the offices, basically, kind of idea. Just give you an idea. And up here, of course we'll have our yards attaching to these places here. So yard, and yard. But the idea is that basically around the perimeter of our entire prison, as we can afford it. First, it's going to be cheap. It's going to be cheap fencing. But if we can get more money, we're going to have as many workshops as we can. I mean, quite literally, it's going to be several workshops, enough to make a lot of money here. I don't know what we're going to fit in here, but it's going to be at least 6 kind of thing. Alright, so we'd have 6 workshops. This is going to be built very early on. And we're going to spend a lot of money. We're going to build 1 cell block, workshop, to make that license plate money, because that's the only real source of income in this game. Don't kid yourself. The prisoner intake money is joke. There's no money to be had. So we're going to be doing it like that. Just to give you a general crappy sketch idea. But this time around, we're leaving ourselves a big area here for, well, I really kind of want to do giant cell blocks, so there's not really going to be a big area, but they're going to be big. They're going to be very big. And the idea is we're going to try and fit like 80 prisoners in each cell block. It's going to follow my same design. There'll be a centralized shower, each one, a couple of solitary cells, And then cell, all over the place. Lots and lots of cells. You know, cell, centralized shower. Same idea. Common rooms, not that freaking important. That's kind of what I've found out. Doesn't really do much. You just need a couple of phones and a pool table and a workbench here or there. You don't really need to spend a lot of money on that at all. So we won't really worry about that. But, you know, we've got to make sure we've got all of our particular different rooms here. Storage will be over here. Will be by the front. Holding cells, we can put that over by the front. Solitary will be in each cell block. Cells are obviously in each cell block. Kitchen, that's clear enough. That's clear enough as to where that's going to go. Deliveries is whatever. Execution chamber doesn't work yet, as far as I understand. Workshop, we're going to have 6 of them. Security office, we're going to have 1. Our other offices are good. Infirmary's good. Common room's good. Laundry room, visitation, cleaning cupboards. I almost forgot about the cleaning cupboards. So we'll put out like a dozen cleaning cupboards or something like that, because we don't really need to be doing the work ourselves. We'll get these idiot prisoners to do it all for us. So there you go. Now you have a generalized idea as to what our prison's going to look like. Big, huge cross-section in the middle to deliver everybody. So everybody walks in, Cantino, you know, that kind of idea. The canteen, of course, is going to be big. We need big canteen. Alright, so let's start this party off. Actually, I want to know something. What's the diameter of the entire place? 120, looks like. Alright, so it's 120. Which means 60 is the center. $56. And what is that? 59, 60. So there's the exact center. And we want to go 2 off of that on each side. There we go. That'll be our center hallway. I'll adjust the deliveries area accordingly. I wanted to get the exact center. That way we can get our measurements correct as we build everything else. So we'll just build the hallway out to that point for right now. Alright. And I don't know what we're going to name this prison just yet. Probably for simplicity's sake we'll call it Let's Play Prison. But maybe we'll do something cool and call it like Peter Dinklage Prison, because he's a badass. And he's small. Just like this place. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Alright, so there we go. So let's get it figured out. I want to still do a staff hallway. It's a deliveries area. They are still useful. You know? Okay, so from this point here, let's see what the center of the prison is. 127. That's kind of an odd... Oh, we can't go that far. Whoops. 126. So 63 to the center. Three is the center. Alright. We want to go 2 off of that. Okay. Now I know a lot of you guys are probably like, the planning stage is so boring. Well, it's the most important stage. If you don't have good planning, you're not going to have good shit at all. Always have good planning. Don't be upset about good planning. Planning's important. Would you build a house without looking at a blueprint? Would you go shopping without a shopping list? Of course you wouldn't. The reason you plan is because you want to make sure everything is perfect. Absolutely perfect. Now, I haven't really decided exactly how big the canteen's going to be, but it needs to be big. We already know that. Which means that the first cell block may take a little bit of a hit. Well, how tall is this? Let's see. 17. Let's get it. Let's get them all 20, okay? We'll build them out to 20. That should give us plenty of space to get everything accomplished. That should be 20. I always forget to count for the walls. There, 20. 20. Oh, let's turn off our prisoner intake for right now, because we don't really want these guys showing up during this point of our playthrough. Like I said, this is going to be specifically just planning for this episode. But, like I said, planning is important. Don't be a hater on planning. Alright. Stop it. Stop being a bitch. Okay, now to build our canteen. Visitation center will be down here. Canteen, other places up here. It's going to have to be big, like that big kind of thing. Alright, that should be able to accommodate pretty much all of our prisoners, I think. Right, let's see. Kitchen again. We'll build it. I liked the design of our last kitchen. It was very functional. But we have to plan out for serving trays. And last time I didn't quite make this. I made this mistake. So maybe we'll leave we'll leave the door up to this point here. Alright, so this will be the entrance door here into the cafeteria. All the serving trays will go along this wall. So let's just see what those... What's the distance on those? I think it's 4, if I remember correctly. Yeah, that's definitely 4. Looks like 4. Or is it 5? Hard to guess. These stupid 3D models are a pain in the eyes. We'll just build one because we're going to need one anyways. Not a light. Alright, so if we put it right there. No! Oh, damn it! Alright, it goes up to... Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they are 5. Okay, so... Ooh, see, that's... disconcerting. If we build another one down here, I guess it'll be okay. And we can always move these up, since we have 2 gap. Or we can actually gap them even. I don't know. I don't think there's a real reason to have to do that. Okay, so we've got 4 up there, 5, 6. I think 6 would be more than enough to feed the populace of the entire prison. Alright, and the kitchen will do the same style of kitchen we did last time, because it was very functional. I liked it, if you remember correctly. We had a separating wall in the center. Let's just get rid of that for a half second, because it's distracting me. Alright, so the stoves and shit are 1 wide, but there can be several deep. So... Stove... 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 Stove, stove, stovakin. Well, we don't want to go too much higher because of the fact that we need them to be able to get down to this door, right? So we want to keep it close to this door as possible. So we'll keep our kitchen down in this area. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, Christ, I lost count. I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, 5. Gap of 2. I think the fridges are 2, aren't they? I don't remember. Well, there's always a good way to find that out. So let's just go to materials, or objects. Let's get a fridge. Yeah, fridges are 2. Let's get a cooker. Cookers are 2. Alright, so that would be that. Of course, the doorway into this would be right here somewhere. And we'll put on this side. Or maybe I want to have the sinks. Sinks somewhere nearby as well. So the sinks will be on this side, perhaps. So we've got the cookers there. Fridge is there. Sinks are 3 wide. Because we need to we need to make sure that this place is ready to go forever. I only want a 2 gap there. It's just too wide. So we'll put it like that. Those will be the fridges and shit. Leaves us a gap space there. Alright. A couple of sinks on that side there. Or maybe we'll have a separate dish pit altogether. What do you think of that idea? Most restaurants don't have the dish pit right in the middle of the freaking cooking area, so let's do it that way. And we'll put a dish pit right over here, off of the kitchen. So we'll move these cookers up, and the dish pit area will be right here, or whatever, right? So just remove that. I'm not really sure how to do this because I don't know if it'll let us do it that way. I don't know if I can drag the kitchen out to be like that. Okay, well what I'll do is I'll extend the kitchen out another square. Like that. And then we can have, you know, sink, 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 whatever. So that'll be our kitchen, basically. Alright, so that's our kitchen in the general census of it. I think that's pretty well balanced. Wait, I just thought of something. It would be more like that, wouldn't it? Because if I'm going to put stuff on both sides of that wall, so we're going to have to move everything back one. This is why we do this planning, people. I mean, I know it's kind of annoying to watch, but this is the whole idea behind it. So this is our perfect kitchen. Serving tray, entrance to the hallway, exit. We could even have a door here and a door here kind of thing, and then a door over here. That way it can go straight into the kitchen or out of the kitchen, whatever. It doesn't make a difference. Storage room is next. This is more for the construction clowns, but it's incredibly needed. Storage room. Okay. It gives them lots and lots of storage space, plus a place to stay. Alright, I think we got that all figured outy. Let me just do one more quick check here. What are these suckers? They're 4 meters. Alright, so they're 4 meters wide. A table in the middle, so it'd be like that. Interesting. Not a lot of space vertically, is there? Go 2 from that. Alright. So we'll just go down. Plot out all these tables. We can fit a fair amount of tables in here, I think. Not going to be quite as many as the other prison, but there was a lot more space. I was doing a lot more spacing there, and I thought it was more aesthetically pleasing. It's not necessary, though. It really isn't necessary. We can get away with a lot less for... Ah, delicious coffee. Alright, and then we have the main entrance. This corner. Alright, so they all come in, wander on down, get their food, and they can sit. Alright, it's important that they have a nice big wide opening. I might even go so far as to remove this wall completely, up to like here. Because you gotta remember there's gonna be prisoners coming from this way, spilling in. This way spilling in. They're all gonna want to get to the food. Alright, so there's our cafeteria. I might even move these things out one just so that they're... We got a gap of 3 over here, only a gap of 1 on this side. That's gonna cause issues, as everyone knows. Alright, well, we'll adjust that afterward, but that's the basic idea. Cafeteria, kitchen, storage, staff hallway, which is important because we don't want the prisoners and the staff going down the same hallway all the time. That's just causes issues. Offices. Let's just build the offices. They gotta be 5 by 5, right? That's the mistake we learned last time. Seven by 7 is one office. There we go. There's the 5 offices we need. Right. Foreman, psychologist, accountant, warden, and a chief. That's 5. Because the lawyer is still not working as far as I know. Maybe he is now. I don't know. Either way, we're going to get escapes. It just happens. I don't really care about the fine at this point. Okay, next thing. Workshop. Those machines are 3 by 1, if I remember correctly, and they never place properly because they're stupid. So, off the wall, 1 space. Okay. In our last prison, we had a lot of space. We gave them a ton of space everywhere. Everything was 2 apart and yada yada yada. And then a row of tables here. Tables are... what do we decide? They're 4 meters wide, right? We gave them so much more space than they ever were going to use. This time, the space is not going to be provided as much. No need for it. There's just no need. And a wall... There's a single workshop. They are 8 meters high, okay. 8 meters wall to wall. Oh, that doesn't fit into that space. There's really no way to make that any smaller. Unless we just double up the number of workshops we have. Ay, ay, ay. It's too bad. Press, 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 saw, saw, saw. Table, table, table. Don't need 4 tables. They'll never make enough for 4 tables. I don't know. I don't know if there's a better way to do that, but like I said, those are going to be one of our major priorities because we need the money. We need that money. So bad. Okay, we'll just have to build a lot of workshops. I don't really mind that. Last time we had, what, 3 of them? I think we had 3 workshops last time. Well, I want to have at least 5. I mean, I'm serious. Like they just bring in... Like I said, there's such a problem with money in this game. I had to cheat in so much money last time we were playing. Just because there was just no way to do a Let's Play that isn't boring as shit and lasts months on end because there's just... The end game is good. Once you start getting hundreds of prisoners, boom, you get some money. But early on, there's just a shortage, just a sickening shortage of money. Now, how does that work? That is not the same distance. Well, it is. It just doesn't look it. Alright, so there we go. So there's the workshops. Workshop, workshop. So 4 workshops right there. Maybe we'll put a few more workshops over here, plus the infirmary and plus the other stuff. We've got the space for it, so... I just want to keep the... Oh, wait. I almost forgot about that. Those idiots have to deliver... They have to get the sheet metal to the workshop. That's a hell of a distance from the walk to get that, to do that. I never even thought about that. Shit. Okay. We'll move the workshops over to the front here. So let's just plan out our visitation area. I think those tables are what? They're 3 by 4 or something like that? Visitation table. Oh, they're 3 wide. 3 by 1, yeah, right. I don't know what I was saying. 3 by 4, it's not a thing. So 3, 3, 3. Entrance door is right here. Alright. Do it up just like that. So 3 rows. That's acceptable, I think. Just like that. Alright. That's our visitation area. It's enough families to be able to see their stupid loved ones. So, beside that, we're going to have our workshops. Oops. How big were those workshops? They were right to the end, weren't they? So that's 20 meters. Sorry. Sometimes that happens. Were they really 20 meters? Did I make those in 20 meters? I guess. Alright, entranceway would be right. No! Damn it! No, this doesn't work! Alright, we have to plan another hallway here that goes down just for these workshops. Right here. It's gotta be 20 deep. Alright. Hallway. Then we have our workshops. Doorway. Okay, we plan it all out like that. Alright, that looks nice and asymmetrical and such. I like that. I like the way that looks. So, we'll copy that a couple more times. We'll do the same thing on this side. So we'll just plan it for that. And off this hallway we can do the other ones. No, because that, again, defeats the purpose of being able to get to the deliveries of the metal. Sweet lord. There's really not enough space. We can put another one out here, I suppose. Shrink the vegetation room by 1. Back to the way it was. Maybe we move storage, put a visitation room right up here. This is why we do the planning, people. This is why we do the planning. Alright. So those will be our 4 workshops. The prison block's going to extend out this way, so we can't really go any lower than that. Like I said, I want to make a pretty big-ass prison. We still need room for our infirmary and other places, so those are going to go here. 4 workshops for right now. That's what we'll have. Nice and close to the deliveries area. Storage is going to move. We'll turn that into visitation. I don't know how. One, two. What am I trying to do here? Okay, so this is the perimeter wall there. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 meters, 1, 2, 3 meters. The entranceway will be right here. No, that's off the staff hallway. Damn it all. Oh, I don't know how to do this properly. Unless we move the staff hallway back 1. That could still work. But the whole purpose of the staff hallway is to give them access. Oh, Christ. I don't know. We delete a row of deliveries here. Make it a little wider. I still especially want this staff hallway. It's a very important place. I don't really know what to plan out. Anyway, I think we're going to call it right here, guys. We got a lot of figured out right now. We still have to figure out some other things like the visitation area, infirmary, and all the rest. But we've got some basic design figured out here. I think this is a good spot to call it. And I'll see you all in the next episode. Make sure every day in prison's an even better day.